shirt. We did get one. Also, hello, Honoris. Welcome to supposedly the suck run, but, you know, we're actually doing really well. This has been stupidly simple compared to my expectations. It's still the slowest of all solo runs, definitely, by a long shot. But after you kill Astos, seems to be kind of home free almost. As long as you're planning on a ninja run. Like, if you're planning on staying as a thief, oh man, I don't know if I could handle that. Depression would set in. Because he overleveled? Nah. We couldn't overlevel. I needed to be level 25-ish to kill Astos. After that, everything was easy because you had to get that high of a level. I mean, we did the ice cave first shot, but I think that was just, we got really damn lucky. That's all you can say. I'm pretty sure you can run from these, actually, but I don't know what I'm doing here. Testing out my DPS, that's what I'm doing. Not gonna fight those. They're actually pretty good for experience, but takes too much time. We're just gonna run. The only elemental you can run from, so you might as well. 9 to 10 people are doing Let's Plays of Baldur's Gate already. I mean, yeah, it's a pretty popular game. I don't know. I wouldn't know. On my channel, I couldn't predict how well it would do. I think it would do reasonably well because people who liked Might Magic 6 are, I would say, reasonably likely to enjoy Baldur's Gate. It's not the same kind of game, but it's close. Alright, let's do this. Primary setup, get evasion. Secondary setup, get damage. Tertiary objective, kill. 150. 210. 350. 570. I think we got this. That's 750, I think? Don't math. 900, one more good hit. Yep, got it. Deus Ex will never happen because it's stealth-based, and I do not enjoy stealth-based games. Sorry about that one, to break all your hopes and dreams, but that will never happen. Not with me, anyway. The only way I would play a stealth game is if you saw me reloading every time I got caught. And I get caught a lot because I'm not really good at stealth games because I don't really play them much. I just don't like them. Nothing against the genre as a whole, it's just it's too slow-paced for my style of gaming, really. Well, we're basically at the final dungeon now. What do you guys think? Level 37? Do we have any chance of winning it at 37? We did it at 35 as the fighter. I think we did it at 38 or so as the black belt, and maybe 40-something as the red mage, and then the rest were 50. You don't have to be stealthy. Yeah, but I mean, that's... The game is designed around stealth games. Like... Yes, Pork and Chaps, that was a red Ankylo. They are my archenemy. Deus Ex, I mean, I understand you can kill everything, but the game is designed, as far as I know, revolving around stealth elements. Even if you choose not to use them and just kill everything, you're supposed to be playing it stealthy. That's kind of the point. What else did I miss there? I can't see a good Deus Ex Let's Play. Go watch Grimmith. Grimmith R. He's got a different style than I do, but he's done it, and he's good at that kind of stuff. Who else is there? Comments. Mountain Blade. I've played that for a while. I know that's another one with lots of mods and lots of community stuff. I didn't really enjoy Mountain Blade. I thought it was too unexplained, and although there was lots of cool stuff you could do, I found it way too much like... You basically had to go look up a strategy guide to figure out what the heck you're supposed to do to figure anything out. Like, if you're just playing the game blind, you just run around and get into combat and die. And I mean, it's got its own, like, draw, but I never really got into it, so it's unlikely that I would consider that strongly. Oops, must be playing on too fast. Well, I will try it at level 37. I would expect that we need to get some levels up here, but let's see how it goes. I'm not even sure if I'm wearing the best armor with the opal bracelet, but we'll just roll with it. No point killing stuff because we'll never be able to keep the levels up we get because we can't escape. There's no turning back. So it's win or reload. Also, how many castings? I do have 4 castings, so importantly I have 4 castings of fast. 1 for the Kraken, 1 for Tiamat, 1 for Chaos, maybe a second one for Chaos if I get slowed. We can't use it here, unfortunately. And we're not doing very good damage against the Phantom, which is not very good. I was expecting to kill it in less attacks than that. No, I don't play Terraria. What would give you the idea that I play that game? That doesn't make any sense at all. You basically have to take over the world. Oh, I assume you're talking about Mountain Blade. Don't get me wrong, it's a cool concept, and I have had some fun playing it. It's just it's a little bit too unending for my my style of Let's Plays. Not that it's completely off the table. It might happen one day. I don't know. Maybe there'll be another Mount and Blade game that comes out. Similar style, but a little bit more understandable sort of interface and strategy, like goals and how to play it. Like maybe some more tutorial and stuff and less bugs for just random stuff. That kind of game wouldn't be... You know, that might be the right kind of game, to be honest. Like, that might be something I'd be interested in if it shows up ever. Alright, boss number 1. Prepare to get nuked, everybody. Can't use fast here. Gotta just kill it normally. I don't have enough charges of fast to use it on the Lich, basically. And we win, so that's good. Secret of Evermore. That would be something that I might get around to one day. Although, of the Secret games, I liked Secret of Evermore the least. Wow, 4 red dragons? I'm not even sure if you can run from this fight or not. I don't think I've ever seen this group before. Someone take a screenshot. Man, that's a... I don't know how unlikely it is necessarily, but I've never seen that. And I've played this game a lot. Turns out you can definitely run. That's cool. I hardly ever see red dragons. I think they're the rarest dragons. Maybe it's because I don't fight a lot of monsters on this floor, the fire floor, but yeah, 4 red dragons, that's cool. It makes sense that the Chaos Temple would have all possible combinations of dragons, but RuneScape, not likely. Alright, so my choices here... Well, I'm going to defense up. She hits pretty hard. I was thinking I could technically fast up as well to do double my attacks. But I need one for the Kraken for sure. I need one for Tiamat for sure. And I would like to have 2 left for Chaos. Because if he casts Slow 2 on me, that will undo the fast spell. And then you lose. So... I need a way to get past that. Yeah, so we're just gonna have to kill her normally. It should be okay. So this happened on one of our other runs, and I still don't think that should be possible. She cast the Rub spell, and it worked, even though we have death immunity, supposedly. Unfortunately, I didn't put a quick save in, but I will next time, because I forgot that she can do that. And somehow it works even though you're supposed to be immune. If someone, either in Twitch or on YouTube later on in the future someday, if one of you guys can explain how that is even possible, you let me know in the comments. Because as far as I know, that shouldn't happen. I've got... This thing gives you rub protection, death protection, and so does that. I don't know how that even is something that happens, but it does. It's happened twice now, so... Oh, and then we're dead. Well, this run's toast. Should have saved it. We were having a really good run there. And then we got one shot by Carrie. And then now we're not going to get as lucky. Used up all our luck on that first one. Now we're out. Boss magic. I mean, it's possible that her spell rub is actually different than other enemies that have the spell rub. I don't know. I mean, maybe she's got... I don't know. See, the game uses flags, variable on-off switches, to provide immunity to spell effects. The death effect is protected by a can you be one-shot death effect, Matt. Like, I'm pretty sure... The way I understand the game's mechanics, that shouldn't even be possible, but... I don't know. Obviously it happens, so something is in my understanding is wrong. Also, this is why I'm good at using heal potions. It's running through this dungeon where you can only heal via heal potions. It could be a bug, I don't know. It could be intended, though. You know, the developers for these old school game, or the developer singular, he may have just wanted the Chaos Temple to be really difficult. So he put in a boss that ignores your death protection. I don't know. But yeah, there are plenty of bugs too, so it could easily be a bug. Took a fair bit of damage on that one. We're using a lot more heal potions this run than last time. I think I'll probably go do some level grinding here for a little bit. If we don't win on this attempt. Maybe get to level 40 or so. That won't take too long. Yeah, 3 levels wouldn't be very long. Like, we need 128 or 131% hit to get another hit multiplier. That's not going to happen. Basically, you just have to hit that nuke, or tank that nuke every time. Unless you can kill her in a single turn. Planescape Torment, that's the incredibly heavy text game, though. I'd have to be prepared to either read all the text or spend a fair bit of time just letting people read the text. It's not like an impossible suggestion, it's just that one has some caveats attached to it. And I've also never beat it or played it much myself, so... we changed his name via... When I started the game, I was sort of just demonstrating how to get through the first 2 towns, really. And I had a previously played thief save that I wanted to use that had level 24 thief at the same exact point in the game. So we cut out basically just to save 10 hours of level grinding. Like, not an exaggerated 10 hours, like literally saving 10 hours of level grinding that I didn't want to stream. It's just too hard to get past Astos. I didn't even save it that time, by the way. I wasn't even paying attention, and we just killed Carrie without any problem, so... I meant to be prepared, and I forgot. That's what happens when I get talking in Twitch on live streams. Oh, this sucks. This is gonna really be... This is probably gonna kill us. Okay, we didn't take too much damage, but... these... Maybe we got this. Maybe we got this. It's going to take about 2 turns per kill, depending on our luck with crits. If they get... They can probably... Yeah. We need to just... One shot. Gah! This game. Yeah, the Astos fight, you see, I loaded before the Astos fight with a level 24 Thief. Because it takes about that much to kill him. And then we tried about 50 times before he died. It took a while. What am I going to do? Frustration. We're just going to get some levels up. We're going to go to the Water Temple and get some levels up. I think we're trying to do the Chaos Temple at a little bit too low a level. It might be possible right now, but... You know, our suck is still sucky. Don't worry though, the Astos fight will be preserved as a Twitch VOD for 2 weeks after today, and you can also eventually watch it on YouTube once I post these. Anyway, this is a common area for level grinding, so we'll do that for a bit. Maybe I should be using this to save some time. For streaming, how limited am I? I can stream at 480p and about 800, 700 kilobytes per second. My actual... My bandwidth for upload is supposedly 1 megabit per second, but in practice it's a bit less than that. It's not good. Even just uploading videos onto YouTube is a little bit more, well, a fair bit more difficult than it used to be. And streaming is, well, nerfed. Streaming got seriously nerfed. Put it on a little bit faster. When we're level grinding, I don't mind putting on super speed. A PS2 game? Maybe. It depends on the game. Just because I say 480p does not mean any console that outputs at 480p will look good. Because that's an encoded video at 480p, which is different than... like, basically, the PS2, although it's probably 480 or 360 or whatever it is, its bitrate is almost certainly higher than 700 kbps. So, it may still look like shite. Even though I'm streaming at 480, for instance. It probably would work fine for PS2 games that are not hugely 3D stuff. The more 2D, without a whole lot of fancy effects and splashy stuff, the better it looks. I mean, the screen you're looking at right now is being streamed to you at 480, and it's still blurry. Like, the text on the top right is not clear. The game itself actually looks fairly blurry and worse than I'm seeing it, even though the NES does not have a high bitrate at all. Like, you know, that's not the problem. It's just streaming, it's hard to make it look good with such a low bandwidth, basically. Final Fantasy Tactics would look okay. I mean, you know, it depends on your definition of okay. Some games are totally off, like The Witcher 3 was just completely impossible. But some people probably think this is too low of quality. So this is not good enough for some people, even though obviously some of you think it's fine. I think I got one level up so far. Not paying a whole lot of attention to what I'm doing. Just trying to not die. There, we got level 39 like that. This floor specifically is nice for grinding, in case you guys are wondering, because there's nothing here that can paralyze you or otherwise one-shot you. It's just damage. And you also have a very quick access to an inn to heal up quickly. I do use OBS. Variable bitrate won't help. Constant... Actually, I forget what I have it set to be honest. See, again, I'm poisoned, and I should have poison protection. It's very weird. Because I have the the ribbon, which should have poison element protection. It's weird. Overrating the quality of image... Overrating the importance of image quality? It depends on who you're talking to. I definitely appreciate that there are some people, notably those of you watching and listening right now, that it's not that important to, but we're talking in terms of how do I draw new viewers and keep viewers around. Not just the regulars that are used to me and sort of, you know, happy to watch whatever. And I can almost guarantee you that dropping the bitrate to make things look blurry, or basically if you're not throwing around numbers like 1080p and 60 FPS, you're going to lose out on a fair number of potential viewers just cuz. And, you know, I'm okay with that to some degree, but, you know, we were talking about how do we grow the live stream and the YouTube channel. Part of that is having high quality videos, even if you don't think you need them. That draws in more people, basically. 4K. I'll just have all 6 solo runs going on at the same time on different windows, and you can just zoom in as much as you want. Is that how the 4K is going to work? So I think I've already hit level 40, but we're leveling up really quickly, and the Chaos Temple is going to be, you know, difficult, so we'll get a couple more levels up. UFO defense games. I was thinking about that. I don't know. I thought about OpenXCOM for a little bit. I haven't really played... I haven't put much time in it myself, but it looks a lot like the original and just has some small minor improvements, but it's pretty faithful as far as I understand. But, I don't know. I don't know. To be honest, I'm also kind of in the process of ramping down the scheduled live streams anyway. I'm not saying cancelled completely, but I'm probably going to drop the scheduled 3 per week aspect and live stream maybe less often or less on a regular schedule. And that's just something that's going to happen, probably. I mean, I've said before, I'm not a huge, like... I'm not entirely motivated by only doing what draws lots of viewers, right? Like some... You guys know the types, right? There are some YouTubers and streamers that will just do whatever it is that gets them viewers. Whatever they think gets them viewers. I'm not that kind of person, right? And I don't intend to ever be. So, just because we had a vote one day and everyone wanted to watch, whatever, Minecraft or something, doesn't mean that I'm going to start streaming Minecraft or Let's Play Minecraft. I'm just picking on Minecraft here. But I'm not specifically focused on just getting the views, right? It's not something I really worry about too much. But to say it has no impact on my game choice would be a lie. So what I'm getting at is I've been trying out the 3-day per week regular scheduled live stream at approximately the same time every day for 3 days a week for almost 6 months now, and it was an experiment, and I don't know how much I publicized that, but the point was I was testing this out to see how popular these live streams would be, whether or not we saw growth on Twitch or more viewers popping over from YouTube, or just to see what would happen. I mean, it was partially an experiment if I would enjoy it even, really, right? And what I've discovered, looking at the stats on Twitch for the last 6 months, is we've been averaging between 5 and 10 concurrent viewers. That's not total viewers. That's at any one time, there's probably between 5 and 10 people watching. And that number has not improved since we started. It's the individual 5 to 10 people have changed over time. So we definitely have some regulars, obviously. You guys know who you are. But our average, like any given stream, how many people are watching it right now, that number hasn't actually really improved at all. And some of it is to do with my game choice. Some of it is to do with my downgrade in video quality because I can't stream very high. Even in the first place, back at my old house, I still could only stream at 720 at 2K or so, 2,000 kilobits per second, which is still considered low for a lot of live streamers. So my point is, like, some of it is out of my hands, out of my control. Some of it is my choice of videos. Some of it is just I don't. It's mystery, really. I have no idea what draws a Twitch crowd or not. Obviously, the big Twitch channels, the big games on Twitch, seem to be more of the player versus player multiplayer stuff. So MOBAs, MMOs, Call of Duty, Counter-Strike, stuff like that. Those seems to be the games that get the big hits. I was figuring I was going to be content if I could get to maybe 50 or so viewers regularly, or maybe 100 at the high end. So if I was averaging somewhere between 50 and 100, I was going to be pretty happy with that. I didn't care if I made it to, like, you know, Twitch fame or anything, but I kind of thought, like, my logic went right, like, you know, 4,000 or so subscribers on YouTube. We're looking at a couple thousand views per day or so. Well, hopefully Twitch could draw, you know, 50 of those, right? It didn't. So, with that kind of numbers, those kind of stats, I decided, well, it hasn't been hugely successful. It hasn't been a huge flop, but it hasn't been hugely successful, so I'm going to focus my time a little bit differently in the future. The time you stream, yeah, I didn't mention that. That's also an important factor. There's no doubt about that. I have tried a little bit earlier and later in the evenings. But, I mean, I live in the time zone I live in. I can't... Well, I have considerably less interest in streaming at 2 in the morning my time than streaming in 2 in the afternoon my time. I tried to pick a time that should work, at least for some Europeans and a fair number of North Americans. Other than that, I can't, you know, I can't be on at the most optimal time necessarily. But, you know, I mean, that's just how it goes, so. After we finish the Thief run, I'm going to try to finish my final Doom run, because I was streaming that before, and I would like to finish that up on live, at least. But once those two are done, probably switching from a regular schedule stream to a whenever I feel like it kind of stream. I guess I'll stop at one more level up. See if that's enough. A stream of Might Magic 6 to 8? I don't know. I don't actually agree with that as a premise, though, Schminchkin. Because those are not the videos that people... Those are not the games that people are interested on Twitch. As a Twitch platform, those are not the games that people look at. Like I said, go look at the top games on Twitch right now. What types of games are getting huge views and numbers of viewers, whatever. They're not old school RPGs. They're almost all newer online games. Mario Maker's popular. That's because it's new, specifically, and a lot like Happy Wheels. But they're almost always going to be Dota stuff, whatever versions of Dotas are out right now. And stuff like World of Warcraft and whatever new MMO is popular this week. So, like, you know, if there was a new WoW expansion, that would be popular. If there's a new Battlefront game, that'll be popular. Stuff like that. It tends to be new games and often multiplayer online games. If you're not shooting stuff and blowing stuff up, real people online live, you're not gonna get... I mean, I don't know if it's ultimately, like, absolutely true on Twitch that you'll never get any viewers. It's just... That's obviously where most of the viewers go. That's what people want to see as an average. The PewDiePie route? Ah, yeah, that sounds like something I would be good at. Besides, there's probably a million people copying PewDiePie by now. As soon as one person gets views like that, there's going to be hundreds of imitators, thousands of imitators, right? it wouldn't be like I was the first,